Hello people, it's Jenkins and I'm here with another commentary. I've got a domination gameplay using the MK14 on the map Foundation from the DLC Pack 2. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to have a set topic I'm going to talk about, and the last time I did this it got relatively good feedback, well actually very good feedback, and I talked about when I cut my finger off, well nearly off, and as you can tell by the title, this is to do with an accident again, and this time it's going to be to do with a squirrel. Again, I find it funny talking about it myself. It wasn't funny at the time, but yeah, it's funny now basically. And what happened is I went on a bike ride with some friends, and we met up with some friends that weren't on their bikes, and we just went around town centre, threw a few water balloons at people. Got these girls wet, if you know what I mean. No, we just actually genuinely got them wet with a balloon. But and it was a good day actually. And then as we were going home, we started going down a damp kind of incline, and my friends were ahead of me, I believe. And this happened a few weeks ago, so it was not too fresh on my mind. Oh, what the hell? I didn't get the predator. You can see me knife in the air. So it's legit. But camper, I'll get to the point now, shall I? Basically, we were going down a hill, and I had a pack of bourbons in my right hand, and because we were sharing some bourbon biscuits, and basically I had my left hand still on the brake, and a squirrel ran out, and I couldn't run over a squirrel. I mean, squirrels are squirrels. They're like urban meerkats. So I tried braking, forgetting it was my front brake that I had my hand on. So the front wheel braked, the bike went over and then flicked sideways, and I fucked my elbow up. And this is kind of two stories in one, because the place I cut my elbow open on was actually the place where I'd got a scar from about 7 years ago from an accident in Turkey, and I'll go into that later. But yeah, so I went over because of this stupid squirrel. It just ran off into the bushes without a care in the world that it just nearly killed Jenkinstein, the greatest commentator ever. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good job actually, no, I wasn't wearing my helmet. I was going to say it was a good job I was wearing my helmet. I don't think I was at that point. And if you know, like on bike handlebars, some of them have little grips on the side, like road bike type things. One of those fell off, so I said to my friend, they're expensive ones as well, and he goes, oh yeah, clearly they just broke after you fell off. They're not that good. But yeah, so my elbow cut up. Being the medic he is, he was carrying some plasters, so put some plasters on, not too successfully, but still put some plasters on, and we went off basically. And yeah, my elbow was kind of bleeding a lot. I scuffed my hand up a bit, but hasn't put me off cycling. I still enjoy it, except it's been rubbish weather recently. It was nice weather yesterday, but I was busy getting this gameplay for you, and I was just generally busy because I had to go to the opticians. I don't wear glasses, by the way. I haven't worn glasses for 6 years, and they've said it's proved that when I don't wear glasses, my eyesight gets better. So it's kind of a bit stupid there, but the place I injured my elbow on was actually another accident actually that I had I can't remember how many years ago. We were in Turkey, and we went to a water park in Marmaris where my dad played football. If you don't know my dad, well, you won't know, but my dad was a professional footballer. He played for Istanbul, Marmaris. Most of you actually know Marmaris because it's a big holiday resort. But yeah, we were at a water park, and I don't know what happened really. All I remember was I fell over. I think, yeah, that's it. You have little steps before the slides, and a little bath kind of bit where you wash your feet. I go on a little spree here, by the way. And I just tripped over really, fell down the slide, went down it on my elbow, and I was bleeding everywhere because well, if you imagine going down a slide with your elbow cut open or something, it's not good, and the friction made it worse. And so we went to the medical room type thing, and being a Turk, my dad and the medic guy was just laughing about it really, and then the medic guy looks at me and just goes, "Your arm needs to be amputated." And at that, I genuinely thought he was telling me the truth, because I didn't know any better. I was like 9 and my arm was bleeding. I thought it was serious. He told me that he was going to amputate my arm, for God's sake. I think you'd be in hysterics like if you were 9 and that happened to you. But then they just looked at each other and started laughing. So I came to the conclusion that my dad wanted that to happen, or they were joking, and obviously they were joking. But that's how I ended up with a scar anyway on my elbow. So it was still there like 7 years later, because it was on my elbow. My elbow bends obviously, and it didn't have time to heal because it bends, so it changes kind of. So yeah, I crashed. I fell off my bike right on the same place, because now the scabs come off and everything. I can see it's actually in the same place. So that was kind of scary for me, and that's 2 moments in my life where I just injured myself seriously. And one time, which I just talked about, when the squirrel nearly killed me, and the other time when I don't know, I just fell down the slide really. So 2 incidents whereby, oh sorry, I had to burp then. I've just woken up, by the way. So yeah, 2 times where I've not been at, my life's been at threat, but my arm has. But yeah, those are 2 times where I've injured myself, kind of not severely. And the other time is the time when I nearly cut off my finger, which I'll put a link to this. Oh no, I'll leave it as a response, because although it's got shit tons of views, shit tons of views for me. Fail. He tried knifing me and missed. You guys might not have seen it, because I've got quite a few new subscribers, and it was released. It was my first video this year, so it was around January time. So it came out quite a while ago. But yeah, that's one of the few videos that I've got monetized. So I really don't understand about monetization. If I get paid or what, I don't know. But it's all about the YouTube monies. But yeah, you can see how many predators I've got this game, and it's just loads and loads, because I kept on. I was so close to a Reaper a few times, but then I died. But yeah, that's pretty much the topic I was going to talk about when the squirrel nearly killed me, and that led on to the slide incident. I've just talked about injuries in general because I think it's quite interesting. Another time is when, I know my mum twisted her ankle. She fell over a chicken when she was younger. That I just find that hilarious. I've twisted each ankle like 3 or 4 times. No exaggeration there. I don't know why, but I've got weak ankles. So, well, now after I twisted them. But yeah, it's another injury I got was off my friend with his BB gun. He shot me in the elbow, literally a few inches away from where I'd fallen off my bike, because we were about to go on another bike ride, and he was just there like wielding this BB gun around, and his neighbour was just looking at him because, well, I don't know, must have looked quite weird, because I don't look that English. He's Portuguese, and just to see 2 foreigners with a gun, he must have been pissing himself. So yeah, he shot me in the elbow. It didn't hurt, so then he shot me in the leg. Because he goes, "Doesn't that hurt?" And I just go, "No," and he shoots me in the leg. Another thing. Another injury I got on my elbow was from work experience. I had 2 other. Well, they weren't mates at first. I just became mates with them after work experience, and I don't know if any of you do wood tech or anything like that. You'll know that to get like a screw out, you have to put this thing and hammer it, and it basically digs a whole circumference deeper than the screw, around the screw, so then you can easily take it out. You put that on the table, just smashed it down with a hammer. And I tried to move out of the way, but there was a wooden plank in the way, so I couldn't do anything, and it just hit me on the elbow, and it was bleeding again on the side of my elbow. The scar's still there. I got so many stupid injuries, it's unbelievable. But yeah, that's the end of the commentary. We won that game, 200 and 159. Not exactly ponish, but still quite good. I nearly got last kill there. I don't think I'm going to prestige again. I'm just going to get loads of gold guns. So yeah, the score is 51-8, and it's Jenkinstein, and I'm out.